Alright guys, I'm ready to start cutting wood and getting work done. Today is closet day. I'm going to build the closets for the bedroom. We're going to have two closets on either side of our of the wall with like a cubby in the middle. So, I need to cut wood, and before I do that I got to rip wood because I decided I want to save as much space as I can in the room. So I'm basically making my own 2x3s. If I put 2x4 dividing walls on our closet, I lose 2 inches of space that I can have in the closets. So instead, I'm going to rip them down to 2.5 inches. And that'll be plenty big enough for the closet wall, and it'll fit into my design the way I have it designed in my mind. So, let's get ripping. We'll bring them in, put them together, and hopefully have some closets taking shape today. I have all the wood cut for the closets, and believe it or not, just this should build our closets. I know it doesn't look like much wood, but we're going for a very minimalist closet. Alright, my two walls are built, and these are the dividing walls that will go in here. And I already marked lines on the floor where I want them. Let me just make sure that's good. One of those like in between. Okay. Now I'm going to be building a sort of header of sorts across the top of the closets to create like a doorway. So this header is going to be a bit unconventional. These closets are unconventional. This is going to be a very sleek, modern, simple closet system. This isn't going to make sense. This isn't really a how-to because it's very specific to our setup. But right now it's just going to be a very simple header. Like this. Ready? Is that good? You want to get the So there it is. It is starting to take shape, and it doesn't look like much. You're thinking, what kind of door is this? Doug doesn't know what he's doing. He's a noob. This looks terrible, but it's going to look so good when it's done. You got to trust me. There's more to the closet, but it's a finishing touch. It has special trim, and it's going to really pull it together. There's no doors. It's just going to be straight, flush, going straight in. You guys have never seen a closet like this. But this house is going to be very modern, very clean, very minimal. That's our lifestyle. We're very minimalist living. We like simple. So everything's gonna be clean lines, really cool. I don't wanna give away what it's gonna look like, but it's gonna be not like this. It's gonna look a lot different. I think we have a little bit of time left, so we're gonna take a quick break and I'm gonna try to get some drywall on here because I think that'll be really quick. Drywall on this top part and on these two walls. That's all we gotta do. So that's really quick and easy. So the header that I built was just a ripped down 2x6 that I had left over from the ceiling. And I faced it out with these scraps that I had left over from when I did the walls. So this is all just leftovers. And I wanted it 3 inches thick right here. These I ripped down 2.5 inches. That's plenty fine for a divider wall. And basically, let's back up. This is gonna be like 2 closets right here, his, hers, and then in the middle is our desk workstation area to get stuff done. The confusing part is probably because you're thinking you can't put doors on that. We're not having closet doors. This is something that we decided very early on, that because we like things simple, we didn't see the need to spend money on doors.
That we would end up just leaving open all the time anyway.
And like, we're not trying to hide anything. It's your clothing. You can see our clothing right now. So it's kind of like, it's nothing scary or bad. And you have to open a door to get your clothes, and you see closets left open a lot because it's silly to keep opening and closing doors. If you keep a clean house, you close your doors, obviously, but a lot of people just don't.
A lot of modern builds just have it open now.
Yeah, exposed closets are kind of like a thing that you'll see in a lot of modern industrial design. We're not going industrial, but we'll probably have curtains or have the ability to add curtains if we want them. But no doors. Doors are a waste of money, a waste of space, and it's just an extra thing you gotta do to get to your clothes. So
unnecessary.
All right, we're gonna go take a break, cut some drywall, we'll be back. Well, here it is, guys. I think we're done. This is the closet so far. You can see we got our drywall at the top. We got our walls built. The drywall is secured. This is the beginning of the closet, and it's still not complete. But now you can see my plan. We got his and hers closets, the workspace in the middle, the light over the workspace, and now I'm going to be capping off these edges with this right here. This is called L bead, and it's just vinyl, and it's a vinyl end cap that you can put on drywall to cap off the edges. So let me show you how you do it. I'm just wedging it right between the drywall and this beam I made, and it's going to sit right on the corner. Just like that. You can see how it caps that raw drywall end. And now I'm just going to be stapling it with a regular old hand stapler to the drywall. It doesn't have to attach to the wood, you're just holding it in place. Some people glue these. They actually sell a spray adhesive that you spray on the drywall, you spray it on the bead. This is called bead, and you glue it on there. You don't have to glue it. That's just an option. So I'm going to staple it in place, and what really holds it is that when you push the compound on into it, the mudding compound, it goes through all these little holes, and the compound adheres to the drywall. So the compound going through those holes, gluing to the drywall, is what holds that in place. So there it is, stapled in place. When we put the compound on there, the compound's gonna seep through those holes, just hook everything together. It's gonna be perfect. And then I'm making sure that it's kind of flush with the front of that wall. Another one done. Now I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of these all stapled up. I'm going to do the top edge and the other sides of these walls right here. But remember, when you're stapling these, you can't go yanking on them. Be careful, because they're only stapled to drywall. They're very fragile. That's just to hold them in place while you get the compound on. Alright guys, my L-bead is all in place. It looks really good. You can see, gives me nice clean lines, clean edges, and went up really easy. If you do glue them on, they're going to be a lot more secure while you're working with them, but you don't have to. So this is looking good. I'm happy with how it's coming out. Since we made it this far, we might as well keep going. I'm going to go ahead and throw some compound on these and get them going. I try to have a good layer, but it probably seems counterproductive to squish the compound out, but that's what you gotta do. Alright, now that the paper is embedded, I just clean it up and kind of put a white coat over it. I kind of put more pressure on the wall than the corner, so that it's a little bit thicker in the corner. Cover the paper. Just messing it up. We just finished up all the seams in the bedroom, so this is actually moving right along faster than I expected. I think I'm going to go ahead and tackle these butt seams that we made on the ceiling and see how well those do. So the room is coming together really awesomely. We did all the seams we're going to do tonight. We wanted to get the butt seams on the ceiling, all the wall seams, and get ready for the next round, which will be the tapers on the ceiling and the outside seams. Sometimes it's hard to do intersecting seams at once, so you got to do the low ones first so you can do the ones over it. This went really fast tonight. I'm like not a pro at drywalling. The compound is such a pain. I make a huge mess. But I just do the best I can, and usually I'm really slow at it, but this was like pretty quick. that gives me hope that we can actually accomplish this and get the other rooms done too. Ooh. Well, the room is coming together. Look how good it looks. This is actually days in the making. Drywall is slow. When you're doing the compound work, if you're not working with a quick setting compound like we're working out of the bucket, you have to wait like a day between each coat. There's 3 coats. For us, there's more than 3 coats because I have to keep trying to smooth it out where it's not right. But it's been a few days. I've been working on it, and you can see it looks pretty good. We have all the closets done. All the corners are taped. Everything's... I just have some finishing work to do. Some smoothing out of some edges and cleaning up some of the corners. But all in all, for me, this came out really good. Drywalling is like my least favorite part of this whole project. I've never been great at compounding. I've done it so much that I'm okay at it. It's okay.
Yeah.
The closets still have work to do. They're not staying like that. That's unfinished. You can see the 2x4s peeking through. You're gonna have to wait to see what we do with that because we got some more work to do before I finish that up. I think we're gonna be ending it here because there's not much to show, and I'm sorry I haven't filmed a lot of the compound work. It's been just like when I have time, I come in here and start working. And it's so boring, and I just don't even feel like setting up the camera because I hate the work.
I hate compounding. It's just so slow and boring. You have to do so many coats.
It's basically plop it on, scrape it off. You just, working a little bit at a time. For us, the way we see, some people put it on too heavy and you got a lot of sanding to do. I'd rather do too little than too much. So I just put it on thin, smooth it the best I can, let it dry. Do the next one thin, just go wider and wider with my blade to try to get it as filled in as I can on the tapers. I'm pretty happy with how my butt seams turned out. I didn't have to feather them out far at all, and they're really smooth looking. Got all my screws covered. Again, this isn't the finished coat. You can see some of this is still wet because I just did some tonight, but it's getting there.
Looks pretty good.
And don't worry, because we're going to have plenty of drywalling to do in this house. This is the first room. We got another bedroom, the living room, the kitchen, the bathroom. We have so many rooms and so much drywall that we have to do. You're bound to see it again. We're going to be showing it again. So if I didn't show in this video, I'm sure you're going to see it in another video. But I'm happy with the progress. Closets in, drywall just about finished. I think the next step is finishing the walls. I think I'm going to finish them before I do the finishing closet work because that's going to actually be woodwork and we don't want to get anything on that. So next stage of the project is just covering the drywall and making it look pretty in here. That's going to be fun. We have a special project planned for that, so be sure to watch. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing because why not?
We do some cool stuff here.
We got a lot of projects coming and we just want to share it with you. We've also been delayed on some projects because we've been ordering stuff. We got all kinds of cool stuff. We ordered ceiling lights. We ordered pendant lights.
The flooring.
We ordered the flooring.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. So we're waiting for all that stuff to come. So we're kind of slowing down, just working as we can because there's no rush right now. But that stuff's coming. I guess that's all we have for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, take care.
Bye.
One more thing before we go. Some of you guys have asked about the windows. Are we replacing our windows? Yes, but not yet. We're gonna wait until we do the exterior. The windows go in from the outside, which means you have to disrupt the siding and all that stuff. So we're not worried about the windows yet, but the windows are terrible. Every time we bring something through the window, we break a little bit of it. This vinyl is so brittle that there's like nothing left to the window. We're always sending wood and supplies through here, and it just breaks off like piece by piece.
Yeah, we did all this.
Like, there is nothing left to that.
And that's not the only issue.
They're very leaky.
Like, come over here. I mean, it just is not even attached anymore to the wood.
Yeah, it's all loose.
They're just really old.
So we will be replacing the windows eventually with the same size. In the meantime, it doesn't hurt anything that happens on the inside of this bedroom, because when you have a window that's set in like this, you basically just put a piece of wood going up to the window. That'd be called a jamb extension. So the wood goes up to the window to fill up this space, and then you put your regular casing on your trim. So all we're gonna do is leave the trim off the window until it's replaced. So we just wanted to share that, answer that question. And now this time for real, take care.
Bye.